guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a review on a brand that I have been trying for the last couple of weeks and I have a lot to say about it. So you guys know how much I enjoyed my Sappho All Natural foundation. It's the organic foundation that I purchased months and months ago. I use it. I'm actually out of it because I used it so much. Love that stuff, but I figured because I was out of my lovely Sappho foundation that I would give another organic makeup line a try. And a line that I kept seeing kind of in my research is a company called Gressa Skin. Now Gressa Skin, I believe, was started by a woman who has like a long family history of herbalists, and she basically wanted to create a makeup and skincare company that was free of all the harmful ingredients that most cosmetic companies pump into your products. So this stuff is expensive, real expensive. I also want to do a quick disclaimer. I apologize that my bed isn't made. I'm cleaning my sheets and I'm standing because I just didn't like sitting today, so I'm sorry for the weirdness. So I figured I would just apply this junk on my face and tell you a little bit about how it feels, smells, wears, all that jazz. So first I want to talk about how it comes. It comes in a very luxurious box. Looks like this, and when you open it up, it has these little annoying little things, but it's pretty. I purchased the Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation, the Minimalist Contouring Bronzer Serum, and the Minimalist Illuminating Serum. And I also got like a little free tiny sample of one of their blushes that can double as a lip color. Let's just get started. First thing up is the Corrective Serum Foundation. This stuff, it's freaking awesome. So what you want to do first is just to shake it up very well. It's very liquidy, but wonderful. And I have a lot of breakouts going on right now. Call it stress, call it being a woman. So you want to shake it up really, really good. And when you twist it open, you have the stopper, and you can see that it is very liquidy. Now, one thing I really like about this product is that a little bit goes a really long way. So my favorite way to apply this foundation has been with just a kabuki buffing brush. I've used this e.l.f. brush and I've used this e.l.f. brush. This one's a little bit more rounded. This is a little bit flatter. You do you. I've even used just my fingers and that has worked very well. I haven't really enjoyed using the Beauty Blender, which I use a Beauty Blender for everything. But because it's a serum foundation, I like to finish off with the Beauty Blender, but I don't like to initially apply with it. Because the product's really thin, I feel like it does absorb into the Beauty Blender a little bit more than I would like, and this junk was expensive. So I'm gonna use the flatter top kabuki. We shook it up really good, and I just do a couple of drops on the back of my hand. I did 3 that time. And as you can see, is real liquidy. I'm just gonna start off by buffing this into my skin. It smells very much like, almost like a really healthy oil. Kind of reminds me of like almond oil, but olive oil as well. It smells really good, but it's really light. And put them over these blemishes. I feel like this foundation is really good for covering up redness. I don't know how they do that. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would, but I find that I can get my redness at bay fairly well with just a little bit of this. The cool thing about this makeup is that it essentially has intense skincare benefits. So I feel like, especially when I'm having days where I'm breaking out, I especially like to use this makeup because I feel like it is helping my skin without taking away any nutrients. It's kind of putting it back in. I've let that sit for just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more for additional coverage. What I'm gonna do is take a little bit on my finger and kind of push it into areas that I need a little bit more coverage. So here is how the foundation is wearing on my face. It definitely has a powdery finish when you touch it after it dries, which I like. I do think that this can at times adhere to drier patches. Like I have obviously dry areas around my blemishes here on my chin. I have dry areas around my nose, hormones. The areas that are balanced on my skin, I feel like it really does give it a healthy glow with coverage as well as letting my freckles shine through at the same time. The Gressa Skin may be the perfect foundation for summertime or when you're having a little bit more dew. And I think the Sappho would be better when you're having more of a dry season, like in the winter, since it is a little bit more emollient. But overall, I think it is a beautiful, beautiful foundation, and I really do like it. Next up is probably my favorite out of all the Gressa Skin products that I did purchase. This is the Minimalist Illuminating Serum. This is the most beautiful liquid highlighter that I have ever seen used. Oh my God, this is going to last me forever. You literally need 1 drop. Or if you're like me, you can use 2 and just rub it all over your face. So I'm gonna shake it up because that's what we do. This stuff, I prefer to apply this with a small stippling brush. I just use the e.l.f. small stippling brush. I'm doing 2 because, as you guys know, I'm pretty excessive, but this junk is amazing. I'm just going to kind of swirl that onto my brush and hit the high points of my cheek. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I like to take some of the excess that is on my hand, which you can see right here. Look at that shine. And I like to just kind of dab it in the inner corner of my eye. And then I like to go through and just kind of tap it out with my finger to help it settle. This has a very pinky pearlized finish to it. I feel like if you were to bottle Mary Luminizer by the Balm in a liquid form, this would be pretty much it. It is so amazing. It is so much product, and it is, I mean, not sure if you guys are seeing it, but the glow is for real. Love the Illuminating Serum. The next product that I purchased from Gressa Skin is their Contouring Serum Bronzer. Looks like this. They all come in this packaging. The foundation comes in a myriad of different colors according to your skin type. The Illuminating Serum is only 1 color, and the bronzer is only 1 color. I don't understand that because this bronzer is hella too dark for me, and it's the only color. I've used 1 drop, and then not even the whole dropper, like just barely using it, and it is way too dark, way too pigmented. I find it very hard to use, and I really wanted to love this because I needed a really good liquid bronzer, and I wanted to find something that was all natural. But I'm going to demo it for you, and you guys can maybe give me some tips on what I'm doing wrong. What I have enjoyed using has been the Real Techniques 300 brush to kind of buff it out, and I apply it just with my finger and then buff it out with this brush. But girl, this junk is intense. Just get ready. It might be a hot mess. Right out of the gate, you can probably see this junk is dark, like real dark. So I'm gonna do not even a drop. I'm just gonna kind of place it on my hand. This always makes me so nervous. Here is what it looks like. I'm going to barely put a little on my skin. Oh wow, now that I did it on camera, it's like actually really pretty. Okay, well, forgive me. The key is to use like the tiniest amount, I guess. Like, that's actually pretty gorgeous, right? That's beautiful. It's smearing all over, but we'll continue the trend. Kind of blot out the edge and just kind of run it on my finger and use a little to deepen up the top of my nose a little bit because I have a pretty high bridge. Now we're going to go into the recession area. That is the contouring serum bronzer that I apparently really love now, so I must have just been using it way wrong. I think it looks really nice and natural. So now we're gonna go in with the blush. I'm skipping steps. I need to conceal my under eyes. I need to conceal these zits. I need to do a lot, but I wanted to kind of just show you all the Gressa stuff that I got. So this is the little tester that I got. This is the Luminous Complexion Fluid in the color Amelia. And it's in the little tiny thing. I'm not even sure if I paid for this or if they sent it to me. This one's really pretty. It has a really nice sheen to it. My dirty hand, I'm gonna kind of get a new clean spot and not even do a full pump because again, this junk is very concentrated and that is what it looks like. And I'm using the e.l.f. stippling brush and I'm just kind of doing this number. This one smells really strong of something yummy. So I'm just gonna kind of stipple and hope for the best. Probably not the best shirt to wear with the with this blush. If you feel like you've gotten too crunk with your blush, just take your foundation brush and kind of just, you know the drill. You can use your leftover complexion fluid as a lip tint if you would like, but for me, I think that this coral color has a little bit too much shimmer in it for me to really enjoy it on my lips, so I typically don't, but it can be used as that. So I have a ton of product essentially left on my hand from the bronzer and the complexion fluid, not even barely a drop, barely a pump. This stuff, although it is expensive, will last you for a very long time, I'm assuming. So I'm going to now go finish the rest of my makeup and I will be back to give you my final thoughts on the Gressa Skin makeup. My final thoughts on the Gressa Skin makeup is that if you have the money to spend and you're wanting to find something that is made of a good natural products and it's going to have skincare benefits, then this is definitely the product for you. You do get a lot of product for the money because you have to use so little at a time. You can kind of go overboard with the foundation. I feel like I haven't quite mastered the ratio that I need to use. I have read that sometimes if you use a little bit less than you think you need, that it's better and it wears better. If you have used this line, let me know in the comments below what you think of it and maybe give me advice if I'm using it incorrectly. But I haven't tried the foundation with a primer underneath, and I normally wear primers, so that may help with the patchiness, with the dry areas. With all that said, I think it's a really great product and I hope you guys found this helpful and informative. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I would love it. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video.